This is a newer 480 LED light panel for video recording or photography, and it's also by colour, and it comes with this little controller. So I record a lot of stuff on my table here, not necessarily from this angle, but yeah, if you watch my channel, you see this table a lot. And you may obviously notice SimCat getting in the picture as well. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so I'll show you the features because it actually is pretty good and it has helped me. And yeah, although I don't review lights on my channel as a general rule, this has been quite useful. So I thought I'd show it to you anyway quickly. It doesn't come with a stand. I've already had the stand, but I figured I'd put it on here just to show you. One thing that's really cool about the stand here is you got these points where you can put it in two holes, so you can put it in this angle, which is really handy if you're using the barn doors here, because it allows you to swivel up and down. Because if I get it off here and not bust it up, if you put it in this position, I will need to just put it up there a bit. I'll take the power cable out for the moment, but you can just see you have I need to obviously loosen it as well. It sort of tightens up when you swivel it, so you do need to loosen it. You can see the barn doors get in the way, so you can't adjust it in a downward tilt, so you have to put it in that other direction. So that's kind of a useful little feature they've added to this, which I thought was kind of cool. Comes with this controller, which again is quite useful, I think, but it also on the back it has dials, which is a little bit, I mean, I appreciate it's a little bit dark here actually, you can't really see a lot. Even though I do have lights going on, I've got that, it's even daylight outside, and I have my big LED panel there, but because I don't have any light coming in from this side, it's actually quite dark. So I will show you that in a moment actually, with the difference it makes, because it does really help. In fact, I'll show you now. I don't want to make this into a long video, guys. So I'll just turn it on, and it has, and I'll do it via the control. So you've got the dial, so you can adjust it that way, or you can do it via via that or via this. So you can just see. In fact, if I turn the other lights off, it'll make it easier to actually see this thing working. But yeah, so that's off, and it goes up by 10% increments, and we can adjust the colour temperature from, which is yellow, a mix of yellow and white, and then all the way the other way, and it's just all white, which is really handy, because what I discover is when you're filming different times of the day, you adjust the different colour temperatures accordingly, because it sort of changes. The ambient light affects what's going on in your scene, and adjusting this kind of colour temperature is needed at different times of the day, depending if we're using just lights in your room, or if you've got window lights coming through the window. So I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to turn these other lights on. So this is, and I'll turn this off. And this is what it looks like, which yeah, you can see it's kind of difficult to see any detail on my hands here. There's a lot of shadow going on. So let me just put this on, and I'll put it to, start off at 10%. Colour temperature is basically a balance between the yellow and the white right now. Focus has gone off a little bit. Come on, focus. Okay, there you go. So that is, let's go to 10%. So you can just see that, that's 10%. That's off to start off with. 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. But you can see it makes an awful lot of difference. And I'll probably say about 50% looks quite good to me if I was to film right now. And just turn it off again. And you can see, yeah, the difference is massive. But yeah, it's really nicely made. It's sort of aluminium. I think this is for heat, you know, not just an aesthetic and for durability, but yeah, I think it's there to dissipate heat. Barn doors, those are metal, they come off if you don't want to use them. They just screw off quite easily. And yeah, that's about it really. Not sure if I mentioned, but yeah, there's a couple of let's close this up a second. There's a couple of slots for batteries, and those are standard camcorder batteries, which you can just pick up from Amazon, I guess. And yeah, so you can use that if you wanted something more portable, which is something actually I might end up doing, because sometimes it's a lot easier than having a trailing cable, and I make it much more handy just to be able to pop it around the room wherever I need it. Obviously I don't know how long it'll last on the batteries, but it does have 2 slots so you can put in 2 batteries, which is kind of useful. But yeah, it's really good. Just wielding this massive stand around. Sorry about that. Anyway, well, there you go. So yeah, I think it's really good if you're a small YouTuber like me. I think get a couple of these and it would make a lot of difference. It really depends on your situation, to be honest, but I think a couple of these would probably be quite useful. Getting away with just one of them, I think, can be a bit difficult unless it's just right behind the camera. But sometimes you need a couple of light sources just to kind of fill the scene. And that'd be my recommendation really. But yeah, they're really handy because they're just nice and slimline, easy enough to pack away. They don't take up a lot of room, which is great. I used to use a big old softbox, and they're cheap. But however, the only problem with those is they are just a single white light, and they're also massive and they get in the way, and you can't adjust the intensity of the light, which you can on these, which is why these are so much better using LED panels, in my opinion. But there you go. So yeah, really quick review. I've only been using it a short time, but it's made a big difference. I'm pretty happy with this. So glad I got it. So yeah, one final look. It's the final look in the bad lighting. It's the Neewer 480 LED bi-colour panel with a nice little controller. Batteries aren't included, so you do have to use your own AAAs, but not a big deal really. But yeah, pretty nice. And before I forget, this light stand was my own. It doesn't come with a light stand. It does come with this though. Bits have fallen off, but you do get a little pouch, which is a little carry case, which is kind of neat. And of course the power brick. And that's your lot really. But yeah, pretty cool. Anyway guys, hope you found this useful. Take it easy. See you in the next one, and bye bye.